Here's the thing. I like you. I know your diagnosis complicates things, but I don't care.
Hey, man. Not the Superman kind of invincible. The kind of invincible that tricks you into thinking tomorrow might be a better day to start chasing your dreams.
I'm gonna throw up.
We've been through this, just breathe.
You are my best friend, so you are morally obligated to say nice things to me. Everybody else out there is not my best friend.
If everyone else doesn't like it, then they're idiots. And while there's a lot that I don't know at my age, what I do know is this. We all have limited time.
Tell me.
Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Disney Plus Review Tube. I want to thank you guys for tuning in advance. Like, subscribe, thumbs up, flex it out, whatever you guys do in all things justice. You guys are the best. What are we talking about today? We're going to be reviewing and talking about breaking down the movie recently released, Clouds. So you guys are probably wondering, what is Clouds about? Is it a good movie? Should I watch it? Should I give it the time of day? To answer your question, as simple of a concept as it is an even better and heartwarming roller coaster of a movie. Based on a true story of ways, down to earth, a guy that was driven to succeed and make the most out of his life. Now, Clouds is obviously a song, and if you didn't know it, then obviously it wasn't. But Clouds is a song that actually took the #1 hit on iTunes, sang by Zack Sobiech, and unfortunately, that is the best thing we can remember him by. If you guys are familiar with the story, sweet. If not, then obviously it's like a featurette story of him in his life while he takes on and rides the roller coaster of what it means to have cancer. He does beat it a couple times, which is very fortunate, which is very good, but it just keeps coming back. And obviously, with me just saying that, you guys can get a figure of what the movie is about and kind of what happens. If you guys already know the story, like I said, then it's not really a big surprise of what would happen. But honestly, this was a movie I could actually not guess what was about to happen up until the very end. So this movie is definitely worth the watch. It also features his real girlfriend he had in his life, Amy Adamle, I think her name is, and then also Sammy Brown, who is his best friend, best female friend that he ever had. And it kind of follows his life, follows his journey through the ages of him being 17 all the way up until his 18th birthday, and then a little bit after that. We kind of explore his battles, his struggles, what it means to kind of take every moment and every step of your life, regardless of what life throws at you. So that's a really, upcoming and outgoing type of event. That's a really, series of events, not event, just a series of events. So to see this portrayal of the character of the real life Zack Sobiech, it's kind of an impeccable, relived story that you can find passion out of, you can find motivation out of, and that's why I liked it so much. If you guys don't like sad movies, if you guys don't like those up and down occurrences of your emotions being taken from you and then putting back into you and then ripped apart out of you again, I don't know if this movie is for you, but I really recommend this movie because of the fact of that. This movie is something that everybody can relate to in a way. You don't obviously have to go through what the character goes through, but you can feel for him. You can be a bystander to what he goes through, and you may or may not know someone who has gone through that. I'm pretty surprised this was like a Disney Plus release movie because it is pretty intense at times, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, but this movie has a lot of lightning in a bottle, and it's sometimes it's a lot to handle and sometimes it's not. But overall, I mean, this movie was something that it's nothing that is gonna, kill a box office. It's nothing that's gonna make a box office even great, Obviously, it just went to streaming. There was no intention of this movie. It's a Disney Plus original. So it was gonna be everything you guys thought it would be. I would imagine that this definitely locked in a couple top spots. I think the actors did really nice. The way that you kind of felt for every character was really resembling to a lot of other background personalities and whatnot. You even got a feel for the family and Zach's family throughout the movie. So that was kind of nice. If you guys like those movies where you enjoy the moments and the special feelings between characters, this is definitely a movie for you, and I recommend it. Words really can't input the success this movie honestly should get. And I think a lot of the actors in this movie, I don't think are too well known. And for that even, it makes it just a better movie. It makes it more of a feel for you guys to watch. And it just makes it great, honestly. So upon that, like I said, it's the basis of the story is pretty straightforward. You see a lot of different things go on, life events that actually happened to the real life Zack and his family. Cool thing is, the actor that played Zack Sobiech was actually wearing some of his clothes, you know, during that point in time, based on per scene. And he was even using his crutches, because we see Sobiech use a lot of, you know, scenes where he's on crutches. So it kind of relates. And that the fact that they were using actual props or tools in the movie that were based off of real life, I think that was pretty special. And I think that meant a lot to the family as well. Kind of gave them that, it kind of gave them that, you know, real life aspect, that maybe it was like an envisionment of their son, you know, the family, and everything that came along with it. But nonetheless, what are we going to give this movie? What are we going to break it down to? We're going to give this movie an A. And the reason why I think it deserves an A is because it was just that good. The cinematography, the acting, it wasn't bad at all. It was done very professionally. It was done well. You didn't really see a lot of things that didn't make sense. Yes, there were things that maybe you could have predicted to happen, but it kept you on your toes. If you're not familiar with this story of this guy, then it is something I feel like everybody should watch. It is that great. There's really not any better way to put it than that. So, I mean, if you guys have Disney Plus, if you guys are just curious, you know, there's not a lot of special effects, like over the top special effects, but there is a lot of good film work. And I think everybody can kind of take apart from that sort of quality when it comes to films and what they should be like. So that's all I really have to say about that. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for the next one. And hopefully you guys get out and go watch that movie. You know, put your feet up and watch Zack do his thing. And positively, of course. And try to enjoy that movie as much as you can. But wow, this was just such a great movie, such a heartfelt movie. It's not something that I recommend you guys miss out on. Take advantage of it. It was something else.